All right, the Roman Show. Rodolphe Roman here at Martin's Park on this fascinating night, meeting so many legends, including Luca the Bushwhacker. Look,
Oh, g'day, matey. It's great to see you. Oh, boy, you look lovely. I feel like giving you a good bushwhacker licking.
You know, Luke, you did that to me about 20 years ago at the Miami Arena.
Oh, and I'm back again.
No, please.
He must have tasted good, mate. He must have tasted good.
I told that to Brian Knobs when I had him on the show, that I would never forget that moment. You were out there, you're doing your whole little thing, and you came out to me and you gave me the whole big lick.
Well, I still go and do it, mate, and tonight you may be the lucky one.
Oh, no. Luke, tell me about...
It's great to be here on the Roman Show anyhow, mate.
Thank you, Luke. Now, tell me about coming out here to South Florida. So many memories. And as I told you, I remember you at the Miami Arena. You came down here and wrestled. Guys like Hogan was there. Undertaker was there. Some of the memories that you have here wrestling in South Florida.
Hey, well, I've lived in the States. I spent most of my time in Florida. And now I live back in Clearwater. I've just spent 12 years in Puerto Rico, believe it or not. And I've moved back to Florida. And I've got a little business on Clearwater Beach. Clearwater Beach Fitness, right above Hogan's Beach Shop. And I still see Terry very regularly. So I'm back in that little network with all the guys. Beefo's here tonight, and there's Neidhart. I see Jimmy Hart regularly. It's the old connection from the late 80s, early 90s.
What is it about that squad, the late 80s and 90s? They tend to stick together.
Oh, we were great characters, mate. And, hey, we felt that those days it was a different thing. You know, we came from different territories. You know, Florida Championship Wrestling, there was the Southwest. There was 25 territories all over the country. And that when we got to Vince and got to the big time, we all sort of connected. We were characters, and we had a great network. Those times in WWF and that, well, they were the early years, which sort of helped get that WWE off the floor. And there it is now. And we're all back here tonight for the Marlins in the new Marlins Arena. And it's great to be here. And I love South Florida.
Absolutely. This stadium is by far one of the best. And not only because I live in Miami and I'm a Marlins fan, but it really is.
You know what I sang today coming out of Miami?
What did you?
Will Smith. Coming to Miami. I love that song, Coming to Miami. And I've seen the stadium. I heard about it so much. Marlin Field, right?
Marlins Park.
Marlins Park. What a beautiful... For you people who haven't seen Marlins Park, you got to get your ass down there, because this is one of the beautiful stadiums in the best part of the country, Miami. You've got South Beach and you've got Marlins Park. So get your A into gear and get down here.
Look, I also have to. What do you think of the current state of the tag teams in WWE and TNA, and what is it missing?
Mate, it's not like it used to be. Years ago, the tag teams have been around. They, like the British Bulldogs. We've got Harry here tonight, Davey's son, and Dynamite. They were one of the greatest tag teams of all time. There was Brutus the Barber and Greg the Hammer. There was the Demolition. There was even the Bushwhackers, sheep herders, going way back in the day. Today, Vince puts two guys together, runs them for about a year and a half, and then splits them up. They go their own ways. So we started in these territories, as I mentioned before, and we worked as a tag team. Butch and me have been traveling the world from 1968 to 2002 as a tag team, and that was 34 years. Boy, you've got to be brave to put up with a guy for 34 years, don't you? It's like being married to him. Whoa!
So do you think it needs that whole tag team feel to, instead of, like you said, you run them for about a year, you split them up, see who's the best out of the two?
See, Vince has never been to the tag team thing. When he drew the big houses in my era and that, he put Hogan with the Warrior. He put Hogan with Randy. He put, Ted DiBiase with IRS. He put guys together, and after a short time, he split them up. Vince has never been. Vince Sr., before, he had the Valiants, he had the Moondogs, he had numerous tag teams. But Junior never seems to, he's not a tag team man, he's a singles man. As you can see that too from watching the television.
Do you watch it?
Not very much now, mate. When someone rings me up and says, Roddy's on the television, Roddy Piper, a good buddy from the 70s, I tuned it in. When Honky Tonk's on, some of the legends, they go on there, people ring me up and I watch it. But I've been in this business for many moons, mate. First time I set my feet in the ring was 1962. And I've been behind the scenes writing television and, so I was living wrestling and that. So now I'm actually still on the road doing shows and that, but when I'm not, I'm trying to keep the television on some other show. I'm not being rude, because I say these guys today, they got great bodies, they're great athletes, but as you said, it's not like the years gone by. You know, there's no characters. I think Undertaker's the last character they have there. You know, as in characters.
Look, I want to thank you so very
nice
much for
seeing you,
joining.
mate.
Really appreciate it.
And I'm going to be watching you tonight, mate. You better have eyes in the back of your head, because you may get a good bushwhack licking. Whoa!
I gotta work back or something.